This is the JC Higgins Shotgun that I had in my range day video that was acting up. I wasn't fully loading low recoil shells, and I had said I think it's because the paint job, my buddy, this is his gun, and he put this spray paint on there and then almost like a thin varnish, and I think the bolt was catching on that because I think it just made the tolerances a little too tight. That and the thing's, I don't think you can see in there, but it's pretty dirty. So what I did was I took the bolt out and I got it in my ultrasonic cleaner. So we're going to clean it up. Alright, I took the bolt off of the shotgun and I got it in my ultrasonic cleaner here. And I don't know how well you can see in there, but that water is pretty dirty from all the crap that was on that bolt. I also have the trigger mechanism in there. Looks like it's cleaning up nicely. If you guys don't use these ultrasonic cleaners, I tell you, they are really cool. They get most of the grease and dirt and crap off of the items you put in there. And I use this also for reloading. And what I do is I put, I don't know, a couple teaspoons of a dish, like Dawn dish soap in there. And what really helps polish and get the brass nice and shiny, because, you know, shiny brass shoots a lot better, is citric acid. I put, I think, maybe a quarter of a teaspoon in one of these ultrasonic cleaners when it's full. If you put too much of this in there, it turns your brass pink, which might be cool if you're a girl, but, you know, I don't like to shoot pink brass. That's just me. But yeah, I'll shine some of this brass up sometime without the citric acid, and then I'll do some with the citric acid, and you can see the difference. And it really helps clean out the primer pockets, which I don't think I have any. I don't have any here, but I'll do a separate video on that. And it works great. So when this gets done, I'll show what I do next. Alright, now we're just gonna wash out the excess grease and stuff I loosened up. William powder. Alright, these are done. Let's take them out. I'll burn myself. I'm using my little ladle. The nice thing about these ultrasonic cleaners is they have a heating element, so that water gets nice and hot, and the parts dry pretty quick, especially if you run 2 cycles or so on them. I should have done a before and after on these parts because they were pretty bad. They're not perfect, but give them a quick scrubbing. Alright, apparently in the cleaning process some of that paint chipped away, so it wasn't on there very good, so I'm probably not going to have to use that paint remover. I'm just going to take some steel wool and work it in. See if I can't get it all off. Alright, I scrubbed on it with the steel wool for a little bit, but I got other things I got to do, so I'm just going to put some of this paint remover on here. And if you've never used this stuff before, this stuff works great. Alright, since I'm an extremely impatient individual, it's been about 10 minutes. I don't know if you can see, but that is removing that paint just with the tip of this brush, oh so perfectly. So apparently this stuff works pretty good. And I don't think that paint was on there very well. I don't think he did his prep work. I got those cleaned up, and now I'm just going to put I just have a soda can here of some motor oil I was using for another project. I'm just going to put a little of that on there since I just ran out of WD-40. I have no brake free left. Need to go to the store and get some of that one of these days. Good. Alright. So, the way this goes together is there's the bolt face. It slides onto this piece. Okay. This is going to be a little tricky because I need to pull the charging handle back. Okay, and then drop that in like so. Okay, now that's in there. Next we take the trigger group there, slide that in there. Pins in. Make sure the holes are lined up. I'll have to get something to tap that in. Okay. Next, put the magazine follower in. Then the magazine spring. Okay. Forgot to put the plug in, so we'll start from here again. Alright, now that I have the follower and the magazine spring in, I'm just gonna put the plug in, put the magazine back in, and the magazine spring back in. Okay. Okay, and we're gonna snug that down. Okay, and then you have the end cap here. Put the forearm back on. Set that in there like so. Get it started. Finish it with the screwdriver. traction test it. Feels a lot smoother already. You can see the parts I polished and remove the paint from. So next what we need to do is just go out and shoot it. Some low recoil loads, see how it performs. Alright, I'm finally making it out to the range to test the shotgun. So we'll see how it goes. I think it'll work just fine. So here we go. Alright, so far it's been performing very well. I think I've had 2 malfunctions, and it's because of my reloads. The crimps on here these are really old shells, and the crimps are not uniform. So there's some lips on some of them, and that's what caused the malfunction. Other than that, the gun's running beautifully, so let's try another drill. There, that malfunction there again was the lip of the shell getting caught, because these shells have been sitting around and the crimp's starting to come undone on some of them. So I believe, well, I know that's what it is. So gun works good. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and I'm going to try to have another video out here pretty soon. Thanks.